Gyaneshwar,
Sir, yes, sir.
please start.
A very warm and pleasant good afternoon to everyone. On the special occasion of Teachers' Day, I would like to start the session with the quote of Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan. The true teachers are those who help us think for ourselves, as it certainly follows in Amity University, Noida. It gives me immense joy to welcome the respected guest speaker of this event, Dr. Rajesh Bishnoi, Senior Scientist in Agricultural Extension, works in ICAR, Central Sheep and Wool Research Institute, Avikanagar, Rajasthan. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Deepshika Thakur, Joint Coordinator, Academics in Amity Institute of Organic Agriculture, to welcome the guest speaker.
Hello. Hello. म्यूट अच्छा अच्छा मैंने कुछ किया अच्छा ज्ञानेश्वर ये दीपशिका जी को म्यूट कर देना अनम्यूट हेलो ओके okay now we are having a very good guest speaker Dr. Rajesh Bishnoi. Dr. Rajesh Bishnoi, who is a senior scientist, agriculture extension from ICAR, Central Sheep and Wool Research Institute, Avikanagar, Tonk, Rajasthan. Here, I would like to brief introduction about Dr. Rajesh Bishnoi. Dr. Rajesh Bishnoi was born in Bikaner in Rajasthan. He has completed his master's degree and PhD from ICR, Indian Agriculture Research Institute, New Delhi. He is a recipient of IRI Merit Medal for outstanding academic performance during master's degree in the field of agricultural extension. And Dr. Bishnoi joined Agricultural Research Service, ARS of ICAR in 2015. And he also served as scientist in Indian Institute of Soil and Water Conservation, Dehradun, and its research center at Koraput in Odisha. And he has also worked in ICR, Indian Institute of Pulses Research, Regional Research Station, Bikaner. Recently, he has been selected and joined as senior scientist through direct recruitment at ICR Central Sheep and Wool Research Institute, Avikanagar, Rajasthan. Dr. Bishnoi has more than 10 years of experience on research work related to agriculture extension. He worked in 11 in-house projects and 8 externally funded projects as a capacity of PI and co-PI on natural resource management, soil and water conservation, entrepreneurship development, and many more. He has contributed significantly towards development of creative potential assessment test, e-modules on creativity, and module app in M Tracy Pause especially on soil and water conservation. He was associated in dissemination of various soil and water conservation technology products, upscaling sustainable technological solution for food and nutritional security. And he had more than 60 research publications, and he was awarded the DST Inspire Fellowship, UGC JRF Fellowship, ICR SRF Fellowship, and ICR JRF Fellowship during PhD and master degree program. Earlier, he had also received ICR's National Talent Scholarship during graduation. He is brilliant scientist. I also had opportunity to work together in Indian Institute of Soil and Water Conservation, Dehradun. He was associated in my uh, uh, 2 or 3 research projects. He was very innovative to develop, to contribute in the field of agricultural extension. So really, Dr. Rajesh Bishnoi, he will deliver his lecture on understanding adoption process, concept, stages, and its importance in society. Dr. Rajesh Bishnoi, I would like to tell about our participants. We are having 2 to 3 MSc Agriculture Extension students, and we are also having 8 MSc students from agronomy discipline, and we are also having some of the PhD scholars, and all the faculties, they have also joined this important guest lecture. So here I would like to hand over the mic to this Gyaneshwar to invite our guest speaker. Gyaneshwar. Okay, he's having some problem, I don't know. So I would like to request Dr. Rajesh Bishnoi to deliver your lecture, please.
Sir, just few words before.
Dr. Rajesh Bishnoi, before starting your lecture, I would like to request Dr. Deepsika Thakur. She is Joint Coordinator Academics in Indian Institute, MIT Institute of Organic Agriculture, MIT University, Noida. So she would like to say something about this our university and institute, please. Dr. Deepsika.
Thank you so much, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. And thank you, Lakan, sir, for extending such a warm welcome to our guest, Dr. Rajesh Bishnoi, sir, for taking out his time from his busy schedule to enlighten our students with a very important topic. And we are truly honored to have with us Dr. Bishnoi today. Thank you so much for joining, sir. And I would also like to take this opportunity to thank our respected Honorable Founder President, sir, Dr. Ashok Chauhan, sir, our Honorable Chancellor, Dr. Atul Chauhan, sir, our Vice Chancellor, Dr. Balvinder Shukla, ma'am, for their constant guidance and support, which enables us to organize such enriching academic interactions. On this platform, it is my privilege to share one good news with our guests and all of our students today, that Amity University has been ranked number 15 in India in the NIRF 2025 rankings for agriculture and allied fields, and has secured an impressive 3rd position nationally in research parameters. And this milestone has been achieved under the visionary leadership of our Honorable Founder President, sir, dynamic guidance of our Honorable Chancellor, Dr. Atul Chauhan, sir, constant support of our respected Vice Chancellor, ma'am, and constructive mentorship of our Director General, Dr. Nutan Kaushik, ma'am. And we are really glad, and this is a proud moment for all of us, and we wanted to share it with everyone today. And with these words, I again welcome you, Dr. Bishnoi. Thank you, sir, and all the participants also. We look forward to an engaging and insightful session. Thank you so much for coming.
So, shall I start, sir?
Sure, sir. Sure, sir. Please.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Gyaneshwar.
Okay. So, a very good afternoon to everyone.
Okay.
So, am I audible?
Yes, sir, it's audible.
Yes, sir.
Now,
So, very good afternoon to everyone. And first of all, I would like to thank Dr. Deepsika Thakur, Joint Coordinator Academics, Dr. Chitranjan Sharma, Joint Coordinator R&D, Professor D.K. Chaudhary, all the faculty members, and students of MIT Institute of Organic Agriculture. I also like to wish Happy Teachers Day to my first professional teacher, my mentor, my guru, Dr. Lakan Singh sir. Thank you, sir, for your unwavering support and always believing in me. I learned a lot from you and try to adopt all these positive things in my professional career. So thank you, sir. Once again, thank you so much. So I would like to share my screen with you all. So it's visible, sir. My slides are
Yes,
visible,
sir.
sir.
It is visible, sir.
So it's in the slideshow mode. Hello.
No, sir. It is in MS mode, sir.
It's in the slideshow mode or slides are moving.
No, sir.
But in my system, it's moving and it's all in the slideshow mode. Okay, I will share again. Now it's okay. Hello.
Sir,
Now it's
still the
okay.
same, sir.
Slides are moving.
Not moving, sir.
No, sir.
Kindly
What
reshare,
happened?
sir.
Huh?
Kindly reshare.
Or I
Click
will
on the
stop my
click
video. Hold on,
click
please.
click on the entire screen, sir.
Okay. So this is my screen. Now it's okay.
Now it is okay.
It's
Okay.
okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Now it's in the slideshow mode
Yes.
and slides are moving.
Visible.
Yes, moving,
Slides
sir.
are moving or not,
Slides
sir?
are moving. You can continue, sir.
Okay. So again, I would like to thank MIT administration to interact with you all. And it's a good opportunity for me to interact with the students of agricultural extension, agronomy, and other disciplines who are studying in MIT Institute of Organic Agriculture. So today, in the coming 1 hour, I will try to disseminate or try to share with you what is the adoption process, how it's important for the society, what are the different concepts and processes. So we'll try. If you have any question or any query or anything, if you are unable to get, kindly let me know. I will try to give the best. So with this, I would again like to thank you all. So the title of the topic is Understanding Adoption Process, Concept, Process, and its importance in the society. Why it is important? Because whatever the technology is developed in the lab, if it is not moved or not adopted by the farmers or ultimate stakeholders, the technology is of no any use. So that's why the adoption is much more important concept for the entire development of the farmers' socio-economic life, their standard of living,
Okay. Voice is not coming. What's problem?
So I don't know why the another window open. Hello.
Yes.
I don't know why the another window open and so that's why the
Yeah.
adoption is much more important.
Okay, okay, it is.
So the outline of presentation, the presentation will go into this, covering these many topics related to introduction, then different terminologies, adoption process, diffusion curve, the extent and levels of adoption, rate of adoption, and importance in society, with the conclusion remarks. So first, why this adoption is much important? Because the contribution of new technology to economic growth can only be realized if that particular technology is diffused and adopted. Earlier, I said that to achieve the target of Viksit Bharat 2047, our new technologies with immense potential of growth, yield, it should, so these technologies should be widely diffused and adopted in the farmers field. Then only we will get their outcome of that particular technology. And technology flow involves from the science to technology generation, then testing, then adaptation research, then integration, dissemination, and then the finally diffusion and adoption. So the technology flow will be completed only after the adoption of that particular technology. Otherwise, there is no any use of any technology. That technology is developed in the lab and it's never come outside, or people rejected that particular technology. So then there is no any use of that particular technology because it doesn't completed the technological flow. So the Robert Chamber, he gave many models related to this technological flow, but transfer of technology model is most common, where that particular breakthroughs developed by researchers are transferred to extension for delivery to users. Means extension system will act as a bridge between the researcher and farmers. And there are some another also technological models. So again, I emphasized on that extension is to bridge the gap between research centers and farmers. And then the extension system efficiency can be measured by using that the number of farmers or the number of new practices adopted at grassroots level, and number of, and the speed or quickness, how much time that particular technology took to get in the farmers field. So that time and that number also that define the efficiency of particular extension system. The time is much more and the number of people who adopted are much less. It means the efficiency of extension system is less or low in that particular country or in that particular system or in the particular district or whatever it is. So while discharging the technological dissemination function by the extension worker, there are several questions. Several questions come into the mind. There is a lag between what is known and what is done by most of the farmers. Where do most farmers get their new ideas? And in some villages, people seem to accept new ideas quickly, and in others, all the people are slow to take new things. Why? So these are the questions related that, like some farmer accept new ideas, put them into practice faster than others. Why? Some new ideas and practices are accepted quickly with little apparent efforts, while others are accepted only after years of efforts put forth by extension agencies. So these are the questions. So these are the questions arises in the mind of extension worker. But the adoption of that particular technology or the study of that particular social system will give all the answers of these questions. So first of all, I would like to tell some in terminologies to understand, to comprehensively understand the concept of adoption. So the first one is an innovation. So innovation is an idea or an practice or object that is perceived as new by an individual or other unit of adoption. So the common word is perceived. So perceived came from perception. So perception क्या होता है? Perception is an activity through which an individual become aware of objects around oneself and of event taking place. So means he becomes aware of objects. And then the technologies or practice developed through research are innovations. So innovation and invention, these both are different concepts. Invention is anything new or a novel technique or novel equipment developed by somebody is invention. But innovation is perceived as new by an individual, any idea, object, or practice. Then what is technology? And technology is designed for instrumental action that reduces the uncertainty in the cause-effect relationship. And technologies, you already know that there are two concepts, they are hardware or software. Software is related to the knowledge base for the tool, and hardware is the material or any physical object. So technology is what the enabler, but innovation is the how and why. Then the concept of diffusion. So diffusion is the process by which an innovation, the first component is innovation. Then second is communicated through certain medias or channels. Then third one is over time. Diffusion will take time. Then fourth one is among the members of social system. So it is a special type of communication in that the messages are concerned with new ideas. It is the newness of the idea in the message content of communication that give diffusion its special character. And then comes to the, so diffusion is different. Diffusion of innovations, especially it is a social process. And but whenever we talk about adoption, adoption is a decision to make full use of an innovation as the best course of action available. So adoption in a social system, diffusion will work in the social system. Adoption is a decision by an individual. Adoption in agriculture refers to decision-making process by which farmers accept and implement new technologies or practice. By the explanation of this definition, it is looking too simple, but it's not like that. There is a complete mental process in which the farmer or ultimate stockholder will take any final decision of either adoption or rejection of a particular technology or practice. But adoption plays a vital role in increasing productivity, sustainability, and improving livelihood, and also bridges the gap between agriculture research and farmer practices. Because if the particular technology or practice is adopted at the farmer field, it means farmers will get benefited from the advantages or the beneficial effects of that particular technology or practice. And adoption means the acceptance and continuous use of an agricultural innovation. So it involves changes in knowledge, attitude, and practice of farmers. So these all are the important parameters to decide to adopt or reject. The knowledge level of the farmer's attitude, his attitude or her attitude about the different technologies. And it is also dependent on several factors like awareness, resources, what resources he has. Either he is unable to take some risk or some support system. Then the concept of diffusion of innovation. So it is the spread of those innovations through a population and is simply the result of a host of individual adoption decision. So if individual adoption decisions are to an extent, these are predictable, then the larger diffusion process is also predictable. It follows a pattern, and that element of predictability has substantial implication. So that means it's a diffusion process can be explained with the terms given by Rogers, that spread of new idea from its source of invention or creation to its ultimate use of adopters. So diffusion is the process start from the initial invention to go to the final for the use of adopters. But adoption is only the farmer only start from the awareness of that particular technology to the farmer to his level of decision to adopt or reject. So this is the main difference between the diffusion. But diffusion and adoption are closely interrelated, but they are conceptually distinct. It many times people are simultaneously use either diffusion or adoption, but it is not like that, because in the diffusion it takes time for an innovation to diffuse throughout a social system. And it So again, some disruption in the network. Some network issues are there due to some heavy rain. So you all know that all the North India faced a heavy rain. So the same thing. So some network issue are there.
So no issue, please proceed. No issue.
So I am really sorry for that, because it is not in my hand. So that is the mainly difference between the diffusion and adoption. So diffusion starts from source of invention to the ultimate use of adopters. But adoption is only a mental process where the ultimate stakeholder will take a decision either to adopt or reject a particular innovation. So we may say that adoption is also a part of diffusion process, and it is unrealistic if we compare that some innovation will be immediately adopted after its introduction. So it is not so. And after the innovation is adopted by a few farmers, then they influence a few others to adopt it, who in turn offer a new stimulus to the remaining one. So there is a definite pattern in which innovation diffuses within a community. So let's come to adoption process. So it's looking that adoption is an instant decision, but it is not. adoption is not an instant decision. Adoption process is a mental process. And an individual passes through several mental stages in adopting certain idea. And so that's why we told that adoption is essentially a decision-making process. And whenever we talk about any decision-making process, there are certain steps. So in this, the first one is observing the problem. What is the problem the farmer or the ultimate stakeholder faced at their field level? Then he will make analysis of it, and then he will decide the available course of action. What are the courses available, or what are the solution available? And then he or she should take one course, and then after he or she take either the decision to adopt or not. So if adopt, then accepting the consequences of that particular innovation. So these are the major stages in agriculture adoption process. And Singh, he stated that stages of adoption are dynamic, not static. And I am also agreed with him, because we can't define, okay, these are only the few stages. For the people, it may be different for other people. So, and many other scientists like Ryan and Gross, he gave only 4 stages. He told that only awareness, conviction, trial, and acceptance. So, but these are the major stages. So in the awareness stage, farmers learn about a new practice or technology. So, and I may say that these are just the behavioral characteristics of the adopter. These all are the related to his or her behavior. So in the awareness, he come to know about which is related to his need. He is acquainted with the broad features of the innovation. And at awareness stage, also he knows the source from which the innovation is available. Then comes to the interest. Farmers develop curiosity and seek more information. And he asks the specialist or some extension worker the more information about that particular innovation. Or he want to see that particular innovation in the field. What is his performance? Then come to the evaluation. Then farmer mentally examine, or he evaluate the benefits, then cost, then feasibility of that particular innovation. Or he will collect data on the performance of the new with that of the old. For example, if some agronomical practices like the intercropping system of maize with some another crop we want to introduce, it is a beneficial practice. But farmer will evaluate, farmer will also collect data on the performance of that particular practice. He will not directly adopt. Okay, the scientist told me, okay, I will accept. He will also evaluate in his mental examination is also good. Because the Singh also used the deliberation step. He told that after interest, it is deliberation. So deliberation is nothing, but it is a mentally examine the possibility of application under its situation. Because the most of the agricultural technologies are location specific. So either they are suitable for my field or not. So he will mentally examine. He will seek advice of his opinion leaders. Opinion leaders are nothing but they are the main key leaders in the village. Those are giving idea, and most of the people are adopting their advice. Most of the people follow them. They are like any leader in the society. So at the deliberation step, he will take advice from these all. Then he will also discuss with the members of the family. Either I want to take this decision, either it is, what are your opinions? So he will also take the opinion of the members, and then he take a decision to try out or reject. If try out, then the stage of trial will come. The farmer tests the innovation on a small scale. He puts the practice into a limited scale to observe the performance under his condition. And if he is satisfied, then finally the adoption of that particular practice or innovation will come into the picture. That farmer decide to fully implement that particular technology or practice. As I earlier told, that adoption is nothing but it is a adoption of any particular technology to the best, to the full course of action available. So he will do that. So these are the main stages or behavioral characteristics of the particular farmer or stakeholder to decide or to take any decision on a particular innovation. Then comes to the innovation decision process. So innovation decision process or adoption process, they both are different. But many of the people or students, they think that adoption and innovation decision process are the same. But adoption process implies that all individuals adopt the innovation rather than they reject it. Adoption process are never talking about rejection. They are only talking about the adoption of a particular innovation. But innovation decision process involves the adoption as well as rejection. So in the IDP, it may be rejected. And then the adoption process model does not allow the behavior which take place after adoption. In the adoption process, you all saw that adoption process ends with the adoption of that particular practice or technology. But innovation decision process will continue monitor the behavior of the farmer or ultimate stakeholder after the adoption. That particular technology is continued or rejected. If continued adoption, then the behavior is different. And if for some time it is adopted, but after that it is rejected, so that is the another kind of behavior. And if reject, then the another kind of behavior. So IDP also consider these. Then adoption process model they fails to recognize the element of theory such as learning theory, decision making theory. So they doesn't recognize this theory part. But IDP considered the theory of decision making and the learning theory. IDP considered all the parts. So IDP is different from the adoption process. So innovation decision process is the process through which an individual or decision-making unit passes from first knowledge of the innovation to forming an attitude, to a decision to adopt or to implement, and to confirmation of this decision. So this entire process is innovation decision process. So it will start from knowledge. So when an individual exposed to any innovation or gain some understanding, so means at knowledge stage, the awareness and interest part of the adoption process comes into the picture. So at the knowledge stage, we may say that it is the combination of awareness and interest stages of adoption. But in the knowledge, there are certain types of also knowledge, awareness knowledge. Individual is exposed to questions, what is an innovation, advantages, then how to knowledge, means necessary to use innovation, how to use it correctly. It may be also comes under the knowledge stage. And then the principles knowledge means how the information dealing with the functioning of the innovation, means that the theoretical innovation. So in a social system, there is a category of the people who are more exposed to mass media and interpersonal contacts, help a person to be early knowers. So these are the people who take much interest in the principal's knowledge. Then after getting these three types of knowledge, the stakeholder move to the persuasion. So persuasion, as I earlier told, it is nothing but a favorable and unfavorable attitude towards an innovation, which may lead to adoption or rejection related to his attitude. So, and then attitude is any predisposition about his or her action or about any objects surrounding. So in that stage, individually actively seek information of innovation or that attributes of innovations are much important. So what are the different attributes of innovations? They comes into that particular stage. So that attributes means nothing but the characteristics of a particular innovation. So a particular innovation or practice, what are the different attributes related to that particular technology? So he will compare the either these attributes are profitable for him as compared to his existing technology. So at the second persuasion stage, he will think about the attributes. So relative advantage. So relative advantage is the first attribute in which he perceived that the idea is better or better over the existing one or not. So he will just compare. For example, if a technology or any variety that give more yield, it means it is more income, it will save time or labor or cost. So it means that particular technology have some relative advantage over the existing one. So farmer may calculate his or her relative advantage about the any particular variety or technology or practice. Then he will go to the next attribute of the innovation. That is the compatibility. Compatibility is the degree to which an innovation is perceived consistent with the existing values or past experiences or the need of the receivers. So that particular technology is compatible with his system or not. So he will evaluate that particular innovation on the basis of his past experiences. And an idea that is not compatible with the characteristics of social system will not be adopted so rapidly. I am telling so rapidly. It may be adopted because some resistance will come from social system, but it may be adopted, but it will take more time. Because and the compatibility ensure greater security and less risk to the receiver. There are a lot of examples, like if I will give example related to agriculture. In the case of livestock, the mechanical milking machines, it's a wonderful innovation. Machines are also hygienic and efficient, but many communities resisted because there is a ritual act. They only thought that only certain hands are considered pure for touching the udder. So it is a ritual act. Technology is good, but it is slowly adopted in the social system. And the same thing like AI, artificial insemination in cattle. It is also widely beneficial for genetic improvement and milk yield. But people, as per their ritual beliefs, they told no, the natural mating is much better than the AI. Related to agriculture, if I will talk, what about that the cases of hybrid seed, GM crops? They all are best one, the best technologies. But people feel that they are not ritually inappropriate, they are ritually inappropriate, so they may be slowly adopted because they thought that these GM crops are developed by using or by altering the process of natural. So the people thinks like that. So these are the there are the and the many more examples. In case of if I will talk about this Narega and all, so nowadays this toilet and sanitation scheme in India, but people are preferably doing the open defecation. Now, after so many years, now the people realize the benefits, and now it is the adoption is so fast due to government efforts. I am not telling that due to stakeholders' effort, but due to government efforts, the toilet and sanitation system in India is improving in the villages. So these are the means that particular innovation or practice must be compatible with the system. Otherwise, either it is a good or best one, the people will not accept or not adopt with that pace of the system. Then another one is the simplicity, or I will say complexity of an innovation. Like the drone. Now recently the drone in agriculture is a wonderful technology to cover the large area in a very short span of time. But if I will say the adoption of that technology in the field, then I will say that it is at the minimal level of adoption due to its complexity, because one should take the drone training license from a particular authorized training center. Then only he will use the drone. So these are the complexity part, or if any technical thing, if the drone is not working, so a farmer or a adopter will unable to repair it because it is a scientific related thing, it is technical thing. So that if the innovation is more complex, difficult to understand and use, the adoption may be slow, or I will say that it is negatively related with the rate of adoption. Then another component is trialability. Means it is nothing but if the particular practice or innovation is available for experimentation on a limited basis before deciding to adopt, then it is positively related with the rate of adoption. Means people want to try and see at a limited level, then only they will go for trialability. Then few more attributes are observability. Means the innovation are visible or observable, demonstrable or communicated. That results due to innovation. For example, it's a variety. So the yield much more than the existing one, then they are ready to adopt. But if I will talk about some agronomical practices, okay, the best management practices in the field. So the people, because the results are not observable, they think that because the agronomical management will also enhance the yield and productivity, so they may think that it is due to the variety only, but they are, because the agronomical management management practices results are not visible, they are not not observable, they all are the means non-seeing benefits. But if I will change the variety and the yield may be different, then it is directly observable. People are ready to adopt after the seeing the observable of the results. Then the predictability. Predictability is also much important for an adopter. So it is degree or certainty of receiving expected benefit. Means these are the prediction. But subsistence farming or those farmer who are doing subsistence farmer are much cautious when they making adoption decision because of the consequences. So if we are able or an innovation is able to predict the certainty of expected benefit, then it may be it is positively related with rate of this rate of adoption. So then after analyzing the different attributes, the farmer or any stakeholder will take the next decision, that either decision to adopt or decision to reject. So in the decision stage, he has a choice to adopt or reject. But in the adoption stages, adoption only talk about the adoption of the innovation. But rejection is also an innovation decision process. And rejection is of two types: active rejection and passive rejection. So rejection is a decision not to adopt. But in active rejection, the farmer consists of considering the adoption of innovation and then decide not to adopt it. He will do trial, then observe the results, then he will take a decision not to adopt. It means it is a active rejection. But passive rejection means he is not considered the use of innovation at all. Means at this stage, one tries to take all the alternatives in concern and choose the best course of action. Then comes to the implementation stage. So then after this, it will come to the implementation stage. So implementation is nothing but it is overt behavior change. Means individual put an innovation into the use. And then in the confirmation, he will just seek the reinforcement of the innovation decision already made. So this is entire a innovation decision process. Everything clear? So I want to take some response from the students. Hello.
Hello. You may proceed. Your slide is very clear.
Okay, sir. Actually, I thought that I will ask some questions from the students.
It is the limitation of this online lecture, na?
Okay. So now the next concept is S-shaped diffusion curve. So it is not like that. So then comes to the S-shaped stage. Means how the diffusion will occur in the society. So it is not like that it is a linear curve. It means any innovation or any practice or any technology will go into a particular system by following this S-shaped curve. It means some categories of the farmer will adopt it early as compared to other people or other farmers who are living in a particular social system. And after the second stage, when the early majority, it means there is a clear-cut classification of the people in a particular society. There is a clear-cut classification on the basis of their innovativeness. Whenever I talk about the innovators, which is, if you see in the graph, it is 2.5%. Means they are ready to take risk, or they are the people who showing interest in the new technologies, or they are in the continuous contact with the extension functionaries or researchers. So these are the first one who adopt any practice or any technology in a social system. Then comes to the early adopters. They are in contact with the innovators. So after seeing the benefits of a particular technology, the early adopters adopt that particular technology. By seeing the benefits at the innovators field, they will also discuss with their family, with their peer group, or with the extension people. But then the large major portion come when it will take a steep slope. The early majority, that 34%. So means it is a process that first the innovators will adopt, then early adopters, early majority, late majority, and then the laggards. And after the laggards will adopt, then it is the stagnation of that particular technology will come into the picture. So this is the innovativeness curve, as I earlier told. But after Corona, that curve was again studied, and it was found that innovators number is increased from 2.5% to 9.4%, and early adopters from 13.5 to 33%. And the laggards, earlier it was 16%, now it is only 1.4%. So it is due to extension efforts, due to mass media, due to our communication channels, or due to our advancement of technology, or due to the So it means all individual in a system do not adopt an innovation at the same time. Rather, they adopt in an ordered time sequence, and they may be classified into different adopter categories on the basis of when they first using a new idea, or in a technology transfer program, it is of great practical utility for the extension worker or any researcher to identify these individuals who are likely to adopt innovations early and who may get lag behind. So these are the some how we calculate the extent and level of adoption. So to what extent the farmer adopt a particular innovation could be measured by number of practices adopted divided by number of practices recommended into 100. So it is expressed in percentage. Then the different levels of adoption. Full adoption means using a practices completely. Partial means recommended practice only a portion of the land. Symbolic adoption means deciding to use a practice but not implement. And no adoption means it is like a rejection, not using the practice at all. Then the rate of adoption of innovation is dependent on following variables. How we will calculate the rate of adoption? These are the certain things on which the rate of adoption depends. Attributes I already discussed. Then the decision, these are the optional, collective, and authoritative. Authoritative is nothing but it is the decision taken by government. Either you have to adopt these practices. So it means there is no any rejection part in authoritative decision making. Then certain communication channels, social systems, norms, as I already discussed, and the extent of change agent promotion efforts. So these are the variables which independent variables on which the dependent variable rate of adoption of innovation depends. Then again, we have also measurement of adoption by using the adoption index and the adoption quotient developed by certain researchers. Then what are the different challenges in adoption or factor influencing adoption? So lack of awareness, high initial cost of technologies, risk and uncertainty, limited extension, and cultural and social resistance. These are the major challenges. And the socio-economic status of the farmer. If farmer is unable to take any risk or he is very poor or doing subsistence farming, it is very difficult to adopt him the new technologies. Then what are the resources he has or credit facilities, then the extension services, peer influence and social norms, and government policies. These are the factors on which the adoption is dependent. Then how we improve the rate of adoption? So rate of adoption may be improved by appropriate and matching characteristics of that particular technology, or technology addresses the need of the farmer. Then particular the field testing of technology is essential for identifying the conditions suitable for technology adoption, or as well as modifying it to suit the requirement of target group. Then educate the farmers to improve their knowledge and skill to change their attitude. And then the knowledge of the farmer is prerequisite to the adoption could be reinforced through a combination of communication medias such as radio, TV, either through method demonstration, result demonstration, and group discussion. Then strong field level extension system must strive hard to translate the technology into the suitable message. Means extension agencies has to create or to literate the farmer to understand the message or any practice without any ambiguity. If the conflict means the conflicted message must be avoided, or it is better to identify the technology suitable for that particular area, operating in particular area must make the similar recommendation. And we have to motivate the farmers. And then the constant interaction with the scientists, extension functionaries, and farmers. So these are the certain ways by which we have to improve the rate of adoption. Then importance of adoption in society, adoption of latest innovations or technologies, improve the agriculture productivity, enhance farmers' income, promote sustainable use of resources, reduce poverty, and ultimately contribute to the national economic growth. And role of extension act as a facilitator for knowledge transfer. Society play a role in creating acceptance and peer support. NGOs, government programs enhance the adoption, and collective learning and demonstration always improves the adoption rates. So with this, I would like to conclude my presentation. that agriculture adoption is a process of behavioral change among farmers. It ensures utilization of innovations for better productivity. Adoption behavior is many a times interpreted in terms of ability of the farmer to adopt a new technology, but it is not like that. Adoption behavior is not interpreted that the farmers has not any ability, but farmer will, it is a mental process. I already explained that it is a mental process. He will go through certain stages, then he will take the decision regarding adoption or rejection. It is not his ability or inability. And it requires joint efforts of farmers, extension system, and policy maker to increase the adoption. Then conflicting messages must be avoided by any extension service. Then measurement of adoption by using modern tools and techniques. So for this course, I would like to suggest some references. The Diffusion of Innovations book written by Rogers, then Dimension of Agriculture Extension by Dr. A.K. Singh, Lakhan Singh sir, and R. Roy Barman, then Extension Communication and Management by G.L. Ray, and different reports developed or published by Food and Agriculture Organization, ICAR, on agriculture adoption. So with this, I would like to conclude my presentation with the quote of Dr. M.S. Swaminathan, father of Green Revolution in India. And recently we celebrated his birth centenary on 7th August 2025, and would like to tribute to M.S. Swaminathan's unparalleled contribution and a call to action to advance his vision of a hunger-free world. If agriculture goes wrong, nothing else will have a chance to go right. Means he emphasized agriculture is a fundamental importance for global stability, which technologies are crucial to support. And adoption of these technologies boost productivity, efficiency, and sustainability, ensuring the world can meet food needs and improve livelihoods. So adoption of right technologies at right place and at right time is must for the farmers' income enhancement and sustainability of the system. With this, I would like to again thank you, Dr. Lakhan Singh sir, my mentor, my guru. Sir, thank you so much, sir, for giving this opportunity to interact with the students and professionals of MET Institute of Organic Agriculture. With this, thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much, Dr. Rajesh Bishnoi. Ganesh, please.
Sir, it was a wonderful quote, sir. And thank you, sir, for providing us with such an informative and knowledgeable lecture on understanding adoption process. It was so helpful and easily understandable, sir. Now I request Dr. Lakhan Singh, sir, for providing the vote of thanks.
Thank you very much. First, I would like to wholeheartedly thank Dr. Rajesh Bishnoi. In spite of today's holiday, he has spared his valuable time to guide, inspire our students in MET.
Thank you, sir.
Really, you have beautifully and in detailed, in-depthly, you have also shared your ideas, views, and this conceptually, you have also highlighted many things about this adoption process, understanding process, adoption, concept, philosophy, principles, categories, and how we can take all these things understand by our students. And you have also given beautiful message that our students and faculty and our researchers, they should also learn what type of technology we have to develop. And because this farming situations, climate change, social system, all these things are being changed. So in this context, our students, our researchers, our faculty, they have to think over it, and we have to integrate all these things. So thank you very much. At this moment, I would like to thank our Honorable President, Founder President Sir, Chancellor Sir, Vice Chancellor Madam of MT University, they are really very concerned for quality education, quality research. As Dr. Deepsika, Joint Coordinator Academics, she was highlighting, just yesterday we got very good message that our MIT University has raised and highlighted and attained 15th rank in NIRF. So really it is globally university. They are giving more and more focus on this quality education and quality research. So thank you very much to our management and from in MIT Institute of Organic Agriculture, our both joint coordinators, especially Dr. Deepsika Thakur or Dr. Chitranjan K. Sharma. He is also joint coordinator in R&D, and all the faculty. They were very fortunate to learn many things, and they are very supportive. And Dr. Deepsika, you would like to tell something if you have attended this one, Dr. Deepsika.
So just few lines that thank you, Dr. Bishnoi. Thank you so much, sir, for giving us time on your holiday. It's a really big thing that you disturb your personal space to enlighten our students. So thank you so much for that. And the lecture was truly very, very good. And I hope that the students are very happy and would like to, we would really like to have this association again whenever you have time, so that more of our students can also get benefited by your lectures and your expertise. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Deepsika ma'am. And really, today is a very good day, this Teachers' Day. And Dr. Bishnoi, he has inspired all the students at this occasion. So thank you very much on my behalf and on behalf of this MIT University and MIT.
Thank you so much, sir. And I am very sorry that some internet issues were there due to heavy rains, and that is not in my hand, but I tried my best. So, sir, thank you so much, sir.
It is the limitation part of this online activities. So there's no issue. I was also facing a lot of problem, but we made it success. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Once again, happy Teachers' Day, sir.
Okay, happy Teachers' Day to you also. And on behalf of MIT University, I would like to request to visit our MIT Institute of Organic Agriculture, and we can have some offline interaction with our faculties and students. Okay, thank you very much.
Sir,
and
I would like to congratulate you all that the ranking in NIRF has increased, and it was 15, huh? It's a wonderful thing that means you are leading to a good path. So I would like to congratulate all the MIT professionals, including Vice Chancellor, your founder president, and all the faculties. Many congratulations to you all, and I hope that you will again rise in this field. So many congratulations from my side. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. And at last, I would like to thank our students from MSc Extension, Agriculture Extension, and it is the first batch. We are having two students, Mr. Gyaneshwar and Jiva, and they have also supported this organizing this event. And I also thank to Kapil, IT सेक्शन से उन्होंने जो ये सपोर्ट किया है और ये क्रिएट किया हमारा, इसके लिए भी मैं उनको धन्यवाद देता हूँ. Thank you very much, Bishnoi ji. Okay. So now we can leave. Okay.